Hello peeps, Twisted Foot here, bringing you another Boundless video. In this video we are going to work on continuing our progression on my alt. I was doing some off-camera work and I was out gathering some ancient tech fragments for my spark core and doing some grinding off camera for some levels. And when I warped back home, I seen that there was a person close. So I wasn't recording at the time, so now I started recording, and now I'm trying to run to catch back up to this person before they go away. And so maybe I can add them as a friend and do some of these friend parts of the objectives. But I think they are moving away from me, so I don't know if I'm going to catch them or not. Come back, friend. I guess the square looks like it's getting closer, getting bigger. I haven't seen anybody in the distance yet. What I was doing was I was grinding on some of these fibrous plants because there's a bunch of them in this area. And it was pretty easy leveling. I did get up to another level. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch up to this person. They must be running away from me. I was so close to having a friend. And of course, if they're running the same direction that I am, they're not going to see that I'm getting closer to them or that another player is getting closer to them. Let's see if we can do this without dying. Yeah. Okay, this is getting a little bit harder terrain to traverse. Maybe that's why I was catching up to them, because they were going through this area and they had to slow down. But I don't think I'm going to catch them. Not unless they find something interesting and makes them stop. But I did get another level, so I'm up to level 11 now, and at level 11 I was able to get 10 skill points. So now I should have enough skill points to unlock some of the next skills that I needed to be able to craft some of the next items and continue on with the next objectives. Yeah, this person must be running away from me. Don't think I'm going to catch them. They're staying about the same size. That square isn't getting any bigger. At least it's not getting any smaller, but that's a bummer. It would have been nice to have caught up to somebody or had somebody to complete some of those quests with. I don't know if they're moving. They might not be moving. But now I'm stuck behind this big plateau thingy, mountain thingy. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to catch them or find them. So we're on an adventure for a friend. So I'm not used to the size of those squares yet to know exactly, like in relevance to how big the square is to how close the person is, and they must have logged out. How disappointing was that? Get all the way over here and then they log out or disappear. Well, I guess I am going to warp back to the house, and I will, well, while I'm sitting here, let's look at our character really quick. So I made it up to level 11. Like I said, I got 15 skill points now, so I needed to be able to craft storage, so that's going to eat up 10 of my skill points. I do realize that I need to be able to I'm going to have an issue with, I need to be able to craft cogs. It's just another spot where I'm hoping. Yeah, see, now I unlocked the recipe to be able to craft a spark core with this common machine recipes, but one of the ingredients for a spark core is cogs. Well, I need to unlock common item recipes, which is 11 more skill points, and I also need to unlock advanced item recipes to be able to craft advanced ingredients and items such as cogs. So I need another 23 points just to be able to craft an item that's in this common machine recipes. So now I know I need 23 points, so that's 2 more levels, because I should get 10 skill points on my next level and another 10 points on the next level. But I have 5 skill points available right now. I would like to be able to use those in something to be able to speed up leveling. But then when I level, I'll only have 20 points, and I won't have enough to unlock both of those skills that I need. So I'm kind of stuck at a point where I still need to save those 5 skill points. So I am going to return to Sanctum and warp back to my house, and I will pick it back up later after I do probably a little bit more grinding off camera for the rest of the tech fragments that I need. And thinking we're gonna probably have to reconsider my thoughts and ideas of trying to do this basically in a solo type sense. Maybe not necessarily a solo type sense, but trying to basically do this all on my own, necessarily without purchasing items from traders and stuff, or from buying things, because we will be here for a while waiting for me to get enough skill points to be able to craft these items that we need. Can I reach this? No. So let's pull up a little bit. I think I have maybe 9 of these things, and you need 20 of them. So that would give me 10. So we need to do a little bit more exploring and looking for things like that. But I think we're gonna have to just change the direction of the series and move towards just doing what a player, I guess what I need to do to be able to complete some of these objectives, and that's going to be finding the capital cities and finding the shops and purchasing the items, because it's going to take way too long to be able to grind these levels out and craft the items myself. I don't know. I'll have to do some thinking about it. Actually, you guys let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Would you like to see me continue where I'm trying to advance through the game by myself, basically, as a new player would, not necessarily knowing where shops are at and to go purchase the stuff? Or do I just use my knowledge that I have of the game that I've from playing before with my main and know where the shops are at, where the best deals are at for things like buying a spark core, buying some of these items that I can't craft yet and will take me a while to get to a point where I can craft them. So let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see me do, how you'd like to see me proceed with this series, because I'd like to, I want to continue going on it, but I want to make sure it's what you guys want to see, how you want to see the game basically progressed, what view you want to see it progress from somebody that's like a new player, or if it's somebody that has some knowledge of the game and ways around some of these what do you want to call it, these grinds that we have to do. So I am going to, there's a tech component. I'm going to try to get up to that tech component somehow. Let's see if I can figure out a way to do this. Whoa. Did he just hit me as he fell? There we go. Now the hope is that I can hit this. And I can spring up on it. And then can I get another one? Block placed there. Grapple onto it. Oh crap. I think I hear just a wild stock. Thought I heard a spitter coming up behind us. Alright, now we can get it. So let's grab this tech component here quick, because we'll need some of these further in the future for crafting things. Alright, I am going to teleport back to Sanctum and head back home, and I will talk to you guys back at the base, talk about a couple other things that I've thought about that I should bring up for new players. So I will see you back at home. Okay, I am back at my house, and we were unsuccessful in catching up to that other player, so I still have those other quests to do, but I want to take a look at storage and whether or not we have the storage objective to do, where we need to place a storage block in a beaconed area and add an item to the storage block. We might be able to craft our storage containers now. So let's put this glue in here, because I believe it's just glue and stone. So yes, it is. So we can craft so we were able to craft 2 of them, so those will take about 6 minutes for that. While that's crafting, I did want to talk one thing that I thought about that I didn't know if I explained really very well when I made these machines, is that when you're placing a machine, you have to have a 1 block space between your machines. So this there's nothing in it, so what it means is, like, I'm gonna take this one apart just to show quickly what I'm talking about with 1 block. Alright, so we got that tore apart. Let's grab our 4 compactors, equip it. So see how the block is red? It won't allow us to place it there. We can place it here because it's diagonally away from it. We just can't place it right next in the adjacent spot next to it. So that's why there's a 1 gap space between them. Let's see what else we need for this spark core. So see, we need 10 cogs. We need an iron fire pit, which we can craft 1 of those now. So we'll craft an iron fire pit. I'm actually going to craft 2 of them and an iron crucible, so I can actually add a second furnace. So that'll take us 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. We also would need some machined iron, and I believe for a machined iron we need to compact it. See, and I have a compactor, but I don't have any I don't know any recipes for a compactor. Now I'm crafting a few more iron bars here. Is one of these done yet? 30 seconds for a crafting table to be done. Then I'll at least feel like I've accomplished something again this episode, where I've completed this objective. It's gonna be a while before I can build a spark core or a spark source, just because of the additional skills that the ingredients for a spark core are locked behind. So our storage block is done now. So now all we have to do is place this down. And where do I want to place it at? Okay, now we just need to put an item in there. Alright, so we completed that objective. And let's see if it gives us any other new ones. Acquire and use a chisel. And we need to use a chisel to shape blocks made of rock, and chisel to shape soil blocks. Well, we can make chisels, so let's can we craft a lock? I think locks take cogs actually, so yeah, see, I can't craft a cog yet. So that's, I don't know, kind of in my opinion a little bit of maybe an oversight on the developers part as far as like I can craft with this skill. I unlock the ability to craft locks and stuff, but I can't craft cogs and stuff until I get down to advanced item recipes. And it's not like you can find cogs in the wild or anything. So I unfortunately won't be able to lock my items either. But I can do this one because I can make a chisel. I used up my axe last time, so we should craft a couple axes. And I found 2 more ancient tech fragments, so I need 10 more of those. So I'll have the 1 iron fire pit, the machined iron. I believe I just need to put iron in the compactor. Let's try this out once. Oh, that's right, I don't have the recipes for anything in a compactor yet. So where are those locked behind? So that must be in this, locked behind this skill point. So it unlocks the ability to craft compact, refined, and machined blocks from soil, rock, coal, and metals. So I need to craft compact iron, and then I believe you put the compact iron into the workbench to make machined iron. So we got our iron fire pit, and our chisel is almost done. Now you can put furnaces in between these, so that's what I'm going to do. And I think I want to move this one over to in between the other ones. You know, one thing I might be able to do, kind of as a workaround for maybe as a workaround for some of these objectives is look back at my skills. I have a cleanse point now that I've leveled, so I might be able to, no, because I need that for the locks. But maybe for this I can unlearn this for right now and put the points into this, so then when I level the next level I'll be able to buy this, and then I'll be able to make cogs. And then that way I can make better. I wonder if I can make better torches though. Do I have any tallow? Gotta have some tallow. And all the creatures that I've killed, I didn't get any tallow anywhere. I should be able to make a... Can I make a better torch? I don't don't see it in there unless it's in the workbench. Yep, I can, but I need a stick, tallow, and cloth, and I can't make cloth. Right? Because cloth is locked behind this recipe. So as soon as I unlearn that, I can no longer make the torches, but I could learn the I could learn the cloth recipe and I could make the cloth, but then I won't be able to make the torch still. So kind of a catch-22. We're kind of stuck again. Well, let's grab this chisel. We can at least do this. We can do this recipe, or we can do this. So we just need to chisel 15 rock blocks and 15 soil blocks. Oops, that's the shovel, that's the axe, that's the chisel. So actually what I'm going to do is just chisel these just to do this quest or objective. Alright, so that's that part. Let's just place down a couple blocks here and just chisel these away. Pick these back up and put them back down. Alright, so that objective is done. Did we get, so we still have, so now we're stuck to a point where we either need to go, maybe on our next episode we'll go on an objective or a adventure, and that orange square up in the compass should be pointing us towards the capital city for Berlin, which is the capital is New Berlin City. So we should be able to head there and hopefully find some people. I don't see any people close to us, so where am I at for? I'm about halfway, well, not quite halfway, but definitely getting closer to leveling again. What am I missing? Sticks. So I'm gonna grab one cool thing with the chisel that I'll cover right now too is that you can actually rotate the pieces of your machinery with a chisel, and you can also rotate the workbenches and the crafting tables, and I don't know for sure if you can the beacon controllers, but I'm assuming you can, so let's try it once. Nope, it doesn't do anything. You can also rotate your furnaces. At least rotate the top piece a little bit. Like I said, you can rotate the different pieces of the workbench to expose different parts of the machines. That's kind of like how I like to have them set up, looking out like that. The crafting tables can be rotated to different directions. You can also rotate storage blocks, so that doesn't line up, so instead of taking apart, you can just hit it with a chisel and it'll rotate it. So that's some neat, little bit interesting, cool things you can do with the chisel. So I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and I might do a little bit more grinding off camera for some more tech fragments, and just to see if I can't level up another level. And work my way towards completing those next objectives. So I will talk to everybody later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Remember to comment too, to let me know pretty much how you'd like to, what you'd like to see me do as far as completing some of these other objectives. If you'd like to see me just grind it out and just kind of, so I kind of have an idea what it's like to grind it out on my own, where I'm actually making this stuff by myself, or if you'd rather me just use my knowledge of the game and actually get to a place like Omni's shop and just buy a spark core so I can get through those objectives, because I can go there and buy a spark core, I can go in there and buy a lock, I can go there buy pretty much all the things that I'm going to be needing for the next several objectives, and be able to just fly right through them with no problem. But I kind of want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments, and I will talk to everybody later. Bye now.